Hey, Vail Valley, this is Dom Panetta. I am here at the Solaris Ice Rink, which is actually, there's no ice on there right now. But based on how cold it is right now, I think it's going to be going on pretty soon. We're here in the village today, getting the day started before all the chaos consumes us. But we're excited for a Sunday here in Vail. It's going to be a good day, sunny day. And Vail Valley Live starts right now.
Good morning. Happy Sunday. This is a big, exciting show because it is Dom Panetta's debut on Vail Valley Live. We are thrilled for him to join the team. And this morning, he is braving the elements. It's a cold start to the morning. You could see his breath. So we'll be joining with him in and out throughout the show, wandering Vail Village. And my name is Meredith Kirkman. I am a little bit warmer here in the studio, located at the Grand Hyatt Vail, and we are thrilled to be with you for about the next hour, just talking about all the best things of Vail, talking about the opening weekend of Vail Mountain, which has been very exciting, and everyone seems really happy with the elements for opening weekend. Everyone was surprised with 15 acres more than we thought. So we have over 100 acres available to ski. We have one chairlift up at Chair 4 that's open, but we have two gondolas open. So gondola 1 will bring you up, and then you access Chair 4, and there's a ton of different runs that are available to ski. And then if you are a beginner or, a little bit younger, still getting those legs under you, I would suggest to go over to Lion's Head and take that gondola up. And there, the Little Eagle Chair 15 is open, and it's it's beginning terrain. So it's a good place for those beginners, and you're going to avoid waiting in line at Chair 4 because, again, it's the only chair. So you're going to see a bit of a wait, but it moves fast. Just, chat with the people next to you, soak in the views. It's winter wonderland up there. So we'll be hearing a little bit more about that. But first, let's just quickly dive into the weather and see what kind of temperatures we are working with. Like I said, it is a cold start to the day. And right now, we are seeing about 11 degrees outside. 11, maybe 16 at the base area. And the high today will be 40. So that sun will really warm things up as it gets overhead. We have a low of 15. And even at the summit, it's going to be even more colder. So as you get up in elevation, things really chill down, which is why you really want to dress for the elements when you go out on the mountain. Definitely the day to wear the puffy, wear the big neck gaiter, your warmest gloves because it's chilly. But as we look forward throughout the week, we're going to see those temperatures staying pretty cold. We're almost a high of 30. We're going to see some snow tomorrow, so we'll look at that. But our lows, we have even a -2 low, but that is perfect snowmaking conditions, which we are all about this time of year to continue opening the mountain. But for the snow, we are going to see a couple inches the next couple days, which is a great way to start off a week. So we have 1 inch forecasted for Monday, and then another on Tuesday. And then on Friday, to wrap up our week, we can pray for another 2 inches of snow. So that is a look at your weather and mountain report that's brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. But what better to see the weather elements than to bring things outside? Back to Dom. Hi.
Hey Meredith, how's it going?
Fantastic. Like I said, we're excited for you to be here and make your debut on Vail Valley Live. Let's, share with the viewers a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. Hey everybody, thank you for letting me come into your show and host on the in the field. It is cold out. I am not a smoker, but you can see some smoke coming out of my breath right now. Um, It is a cold one today. A little bit about me, though. My name is Dom. I play hockey here with the Vail Yeti. I've lived here for 3 years now. I'm a skier. I'm a mountain biker. I like to film and have fun and hang out with Meredith and grab some drinks at the bar with all of our friends. We're just living here for the lifestyle, and what better view than I'm pointing the wrong way. What better view than this? Ski runs all day. So I'm gonna be getting out there today. Bringing my girlfriend, who's a beginner. So thank you for the info on going up in Lion's Head rather than Vail Village.
Yes.
That's good to know because I don't know what's open right now. I haven't been on the hill yet.
I love the area. That's where I brought some of my friends that were beginners that I went to college with. And it's a little bit less intimidating because, like I said, even our bunny hills are bigger than other bunny hills. Our mountain is big. So it's a good area. The chairlift is cute. It's like a 2 or 3 person chair. So I would say it's like a little romantic chair. So that would be cute. And then once she's feeling good, then you can download, take a walk over, and then, maybe go up Vail. Or maybe that's for even another day. But that is a good point. Everyone will have to download at the end of the day. And it's exciting once we open the mountain top to bottom, but that's probably not going to happen until December.
Yeah. I mean, the snow is coming this year, is what they're saying, and we've had a pretty wet summer. So I'm looking forward to it. What are they saying? El Nino, El Nina, whatever
Yes.
the heck it is.
Yep.
It's one of those. And
Yeah,
yeah, it's supposed whatever it is, it means we're getting dumped on this year. So that's
totally.
what I'm ready for.
Thoughts are energy. We're just going to continue to think this and say it on the show every morning. But I'm excited you're getting up on the mountain. Are you a skier or a boarder?
So I grew up snowboarding because obviously that's the cool thing to do. All the cool kids were snowboarding. But as I got older, I was like, oh man, I just can't bend down to hook these boots up every time. And, Vail is the type of mountain that is a skier's best friend, not a snowboarder's best friend. So, and as a hockey player, the edge work is pretty similar. So, I'm now skiing again. I wouldn't mind picking up a snowboard here and there just to see what it's like again. But it's probably been 15 years since I rode a snowboard. So,
Wow.
what about you, Meredith?
Yes, grew up skiing. I tried snowboarding once to be cool like my brother, like you said, because he was a snowboarder. And I broke my wrist the first day. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to stick to skiing. I really love skiing. And I can't even really
Yeah,
remember my first years of skiing. My parents put me on skis when I could walk, basically, growing up
yeah,
here. So it's
yeah.
really natural. And for your girlfriend, is she trying out skiing or snowboarding?
Yeah, we're gonna get her on skis.
Nice.
Just because she can push herself around on the poles a little bit easier than on a snowboard. I think I'd be the one shoving her around the mountain if she was on a snowboard. So just to save myself some energy, we put her on skis. She was out 5 times last year, so she was
Okay.
getting the hang of it. But you know how the first day is. Everybody's a newbie again, so you got to watch out there
Oh,
and make sure
totally.
you're being safe.
Yes, definitely be aware of who's skiing around you. Kind of defensive skiing, like defensive driving. It's defensive skiing. Watch
Yeah.
out for that person who's not pizzaing, who's just French fries, and forgot
Yeah.
how to stop. So,
Yeah.
best of luck to her, and I hope you guys have a great day. We want to hear all about the elements. I tore my ACL earlier, so I'm still a couple weeks
Mm.
away. I still have some more wall squats to do, and just making sure my legs are feeling strong enough. But it'll be an exciting
Yeah.
day once I'm back up.
Yeah, that's quite the injury, but we're rooting
Yeah.
for you to come back out here and get some
Thank
shredding in.
Thank you. I pulled out my ski boots just to kind of gather everything, and I saw the little sticker from the ER in it. I was like, oh gosh. Whoa. All
Yeah.
right. Well, come back stronger as you always
Yeah.
do from an injury, hopefully. And
Yeah.
yeah, and it's going to be an awesome season.
So you broke your wrist snowboarding, tore your ACL skiing. So what? You tell me what's the better option for you?
I would say wrists, man. I would just go with wrist guards next time, which we've heard
Wrist
the
guard.
advice from doctors. It's like no harm, just put a wrist guard under your mittens and
Yeah.
especially if you're a
Yeah.
little bit more fragile like me. But yeah, the ACL, man, it's like a 9-month recovery. It's tough.
It is. It is. But you did it at the right time, which was the end of
Right.
last year. So now, hey, you got the whole summer off hanging out. Now, when the real season comes into play, you're back at it. So
Exactly.
that's awesome.
Exactly. It comes with a price. Like it's a little bit dangerous here, but that's why you just have to take small steps and like I say to everyone, every single day you're up on that mountain, you are better. Every day.
Yes. Yes. It's a marathon, not a race.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of that, we're going to take a little break on this marathon of a show. We'll let you go wander around the village and we'll visit with you just in a bit.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Grab that cup of coffee and let's see what made headlines for today, your Sunday, November 13th. So, VMS wins the soccer crown. Shout out to that whole community. This is a huge win. They claim the 2A title for boys soccer. Well, the Huskies, have their magical run for the 4A title game, and they ended up with a loss, but hey, they made it a while. So, congrats to soccer in the Valley, making big headlines for today. Also, Today is World Kindness Day, so this is a great article on some tips on how you can be kind to Mother Earth. Maybe reduce your water usage, plant native species, recreate responsibly, and spend some time outside. Inspire yourself with this story on page A2. And another big headline for today, Vail's Sitzmark Lodge transfers new owners. And the Fritsch family has owned this lodge since 1974. But the new owners have pledged to maintain the spirits that they have built over the last 50 years. So read more a little bit about this on page A3. And the Walking Mountains celebrate actively green businesses. 47 businesses in Eagle County received certification this year, which is exciting. 2 of those were the Mountain Rec Field House in Edwards and our friends over at the Weston Riverfront Resort and Spa. So this is a huge honor, and we always appreciate businesses to be role models here in the Valley. So this event took place at the Vail Valley Jet Center. The Vail Valley Jet Center received the 22 Climate Impact Award as well. So yeah, read more about this on page A4. And the arts and entertainment cover, oh my gosh, this one hits true because, hey, her time to shine. This is all about actually my production, camp and initiative with the Youth Power 365 and the Girl Power program. And we are having a premiere this Tuesday at the Riverwalk Theater. And this is our 3rd premiere since launching this program in 2020. And this is the first premiere that we're opening to the public. So it's super exciting. We're going to be showing some films that we've made over the past 2 years, as well as debuting 3 new works that we did this summer. One named Hot Lunch, and then we're doing 2 recreation scenes that we worked over the summer. So we had 52 girls involved this year, which has grown every year from starting with 5 in 2020. So this is really exciting, and feel honored to be talking about it here in the hot seat today. So if you want to go, that's going to be 5:30 to 7:30 this upcoming Tuesday. We would love to see you there and support the female filmmakers here in the Valley. So grab your copy of the Vail Daily. They have awesome information on the deals that are happening in the Valley. Like there's some spa deals happening at the Four Seasons. You get $100 off an 80-minute massage. The Weston Riverfront Resort and Spa Anjali is also having a really good spa special. You can get $119 for a 15-minute massage. And I just got massages last weekend there for their special, and it was so nice just to relax and get the muscles feeling ready for the slopes. So yeah, like I said, grab your copy, free $99 all across the Valley. And that was your headlines. All right, so let's take a look at the roads and what your commute is going to look like. Pretty clear roads. We didn't see any more over the night, so hopefully we're not going to see, any black ice or slippery roads, but there is that chance always, especially on the parts of the road that don't see the sunlight. So it is that time of year to slow down, make sure that you have your winter tires. And if you are headed back up to the Front Range today, it's always best to maybe get an early start, because around noon, through until the nighttime, you're going to see some heavy traffic from Vail back headed headed east on I-70. So just a little bit of heads up there, but tonight we are expecting to see some snow, so take that into consideration for your commutes and drive safely out there on the roads. And speaking outside, let's see if Dom's ready and see what he's up to.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing much.
We are making our way a little bit closer to the mountain every step of the way. So next shot, we'll be on the base. We'll be looking at Gandhi 1. But right now, we're right outside one of my favorite stores of all of Vail, the candy shop.
I
So
love the candy shop.
the other day I was walking by and I was just like, I really want to get some candy. And I stopped in here and let me tell you, things are a little bit priced a little bit differently in this candy shop. I tried to buy one of those Nestle eggs that's $5. I was like, what the heck is this? But hey, it was still pretty good.
Yeah, the candy
um,
factory comes with the price in Vail.
yeah, it really does. But speaking of coffee, I was gonna say I was just at Yeti's Grind, one of our favorite coffee shops, one of our producer Leah's favorite coffee shops. She's the one that told me, "Hey, you gotta go to Yeti's Grind since you're a
Mhm.
Vail Yeti, and if you really want to be a Yeti, you should be drinking it out of a Yeti mug." So to have the trifecta, but uh, unfortunately, I don't have one of those right now. So I'm just drinking out of the compostable cup that they give you. But love that place. Definitely a great place to get a coffee in the morning and get a good view. So want to make sure the
Definitely.
viewers know that.
Yeah, I always order a latte with them because they make really, really good lattes, like a vanilla latte. Did you just get like a cup of Joe this morning, or what was your order?
Yeah, for me today, just a black cup of coffee. Whatever roast they have on tap today, it's pretty good. So definitely go check it out before you hit the Gandhis. There's a few other coffee shops we like around here. I know Treff Cafe is a little
Hmm.
secret one. Not many people know about that one. And then Loaded Joe's obviously is a big coffee shop in the valley. So
Definitely. And
you got
actually right
three
behind you,
options.
the Two Arrows coffee shop. I big fan of that one
Yes.
too. Hmm.
Yes, they're actually one of our sponsors for the Yeti. We That's one of my favorite spots because they do a little bit more boozy stuff over there.
Hmm.
And it was open till 2 a.m. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
open pretty
coffee
late.
shop by day, and then it's kind of like a little cocktail bar nightclub at night. They'll bring in DJs sometimes, and like that place will
Yeah,
be packed. Like everyone's just dancing,
yeah,
but it's also a nice place to feel like that low key upscale. But it's good prices. Like it's a local spot, I would say.
it it is, and it's the same owners as Root and Flower. So
Hmm.
both those vibes. They both have DJs every so often, but yeah, for a more casual vibe, I would definitely check out Two Arrows Coffee, one of our
Yeah,
favorites for sure.
definitely. It's pretty
So
retro in there.
it is. And speaking of dancing, have you seen this new place opening called Chasing Rabbits?
Yeah, I was talking about it yesterday on the show, and I feel like it's just kind of like the talk around town because no one really knows what it's gonna be. But I see some of they are looking for servers and bartenders and food and chefs, so they're gonna have food and drinks and a huge New Year's Eve party. But like that's all I know.
Oh. So I was just walking by there and their sign said contortionist, tarot card readers, like fire dancers. I'm like, what is going on in this place? I need to find out ASAP. Like, when is it
I
going to be
know.
done? Is the first question.
I know it's
But
it's a huge mystery. It was
yeah,
previously a movie theater, it was really cool. I was a huge fan of City Bistro. You could order dinner and
oh
watch it. It was like a swanky movie theater, but
yeah,
that kind of closed after COVID, and so I'm excited. I mean, we can always have another place to go and dance and enjoy some libations that night. So I'm
yeah.
excited for it to open.
I've always told all my friends here, I'm like, I'm very surprised Vail does not have a place where you can get bottle service with all the people coming in, wanting to celebrate and have a good time with their friends. Most of these ski towns, you can go somewhere and I don't know, show off your money or buy a lot of bottles, have a lot of friends around. So it's interesting that Vail doesn't have that. We obviously got Shakedown, we got some other fun places, Red Lion, but nowhere you can go, hey, I want to get a booth, have my friends around, and get a bottle of Voob or whatever. So
It's true.
maybe Chasing Rabbits will solve that solution for us.
I think that could be a good option. The only other like nightlife too, like Bridge Street Bar it's kind of like half bar, half nightclub. So half of it will have that kind of hip hop or dance music. It's got a stripper pole, it's got the lights, it's got that nightclub feel. And then
Yeah.
Fall Line has actually been coming through with some good vibes too on Friday and Saturday.
Yes. Yes. I just stumbled into Fall Line one day
Mm-hmm.
last year during the season, and the bartender, like, I walk in and he's like, "Hey, open up," and I open up my mouth and he has one of those champagne guns and he
Yeah.
shoots it across the bar, and I was like, whoa, I've never been in here, and I walk by this place all the time. What the heck?
Yeah,
So,
it's not every
um,
night. I would say probably like Friday and Saturdays. They'll bring in
yeah,
DJs, and it's like my new favorite place too.
it it is cool in there. It is swanky. It's fun. It's like a really good mountain vibe for sure.
Definitely. Well, speaking of drinks and coffee and Yeti's Grind, we actually had a chance to catch up with the team over at Yeti's Grind. And so let's learn a little more.
So I'm Larry Leith. I'm the other half of Marcy Leith. We're the owners of Yeti's Grind. I came as an athlete back in the 80s after college, and then was here for a long time, and then left and started some businesses, and then we eventually started a company in Denver called Tokyo Joe's, the restaurant chain. You know, we did have the restaurants, and I kind of was learning coffee along the way. Like there's parts about it, you know, there's these books called The Third Place, which we really understood with the restaurants and, you know, how we are, you know, we're either at work or we're home or we're these other places. But the coffee shops were very much this place, and we sort of fell in love with it as it went. A lot of it was with Marcy, for Marcy. I sort of fell in love with coffee. She was way ahead of me on it.
I feel like it sort of found us.
Yeah, the story behind Yeti's is it goes back a ways with Tara and Nate. We, you know, took it up and sort of been running with it and remodeled the original store, the second one in Solaris, and then of course just recently built this one here in Edwards, which is super exciting. We really kind of wanted to blend that indoor-outdoor, which is kind of like who we are as a creature here in Vail Valley. You're living in this valley, you have an acute love for the outdoors, so we wanted to blend that as much with the shop, and it's fun to, you know, have a blank palette like we did with this space.
We're so excited to be in Edwards. Edwards is a really awesome community. There's never a time you walk in and don't know someone, you know? I think we live in such an amazing place. It calls to a pretty eclectic group of people. For us, you know, I mean, it's really about just rippling that love through the community and beyond, you know? I mean, there's a reason we pour hearts on the coffee, right? Especially coffee being that kind of first place you come in the morning often. So to be able to start people's day in a way that's positive and hopefully has them feeling good, and even the taste of that first cup of coffee that's just like, oh, it's just good.
Welcome to Knapp Ranch, the farm. We are at 9,000 feet, and I'm here to show you where your food comes from at Knapp Harvest. This is the hard work that happens right here at the farm. Again, 9,000 feet. These are nutritious because of the cold nights. They're beautiful collard greens. We have carrots, we have beets, all fantastic and all grown right here in the valley for your enjoyment. So that means you will get them fresh, much more full of vitamins than you will at the grocery store, because we deliver them fresh every week to Knapp Harvest.
I think the more you do stuff like this, the more you realize the imperfections of food aren't necessarily imperfections. You just get really used to stuff being quote unquote perfect from the grocery store. Having everything like so uniform all the time, it's not really how nature works, you know? So you got to stop and wonder from time to time, like, why does everything look so perfect all the time, and what are they doing to it to make it look like that? I take that away from this place a lot.
Have I got a secret for you? Sales Spectacular from the Columbia outlet. It's not just fleece anymore. 2 for $50, mind you, which is amazing. Sorel boots are at the Columbia outlet, all from $50 to $89. Plus, with your savings card booklet, save an extra 10% off when you spend $75 or more. Castle Rock or Silverthorne, it's the place to be at the Columbia outlet. See you there.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Grand Hyatt Vail, Hyatt's newest luxury resort in Vail.
Time for that weather report. Like we've been saying, it's a cold start to the morning, but the sun is going to really warm things up to about a high of 40 today. We have a low of 15, and right now it's about 16 degrees at the base of Vail. If we look up at the Vail summit, which is that next tab, if we could see how cold it's even up there, it's always colder. So when you're going up in elevation, it's going to be colder. But looking ahead, we have snow in the forecast tomorrow, about 1 to 2 inches the next couple days. We have low temperatures, as you can see, even getting to -2. We're going to expect to see some snow Thursday evening, maybe even 2 inches for some of your Friday skiers. So we're looking forward to more snow next weekend. But sunrise is 6:47 and sunset 4:51. So early, as we just saw daylight savings set in. We are seeing, darker nights around 5 o'clock. It's already dark, but it does make it good for the mountain because it's an earlier start. So we have around 7, the sun is up. So it's good for us here on Vail Valley Live as we're wandering the streets at 7:30. But that is a look at your weather. And as for the mountain, we're going to bring Dom back in and we're going to talk about what runs are open for Vail. Hey, Dom.
Hey, Meredith. I do not know what runs are open, so I hope you're not asking me that question.
Yeah, well, then I'll enlighten you and see if you've skied any of these. So, Dom is here at Chair 1, Gondola 1, and this is right in the heart of Vail Village, and this is going to be able to take you up to Mid-Vail, and that's where Chair 4 is open. So once you get up there, we only have 1 chair open, but as for the runs, we have Swingsville, Ramshorn, Slifer Express, Cappuccino, Powerline, and South Lukma. South Lukma is the only black diamond. Then we have 4 of those are blue runs, and then Swingsville is the green run. So which ones out of those have you skied?
So I definitely skied Swingsville. Ramshorn's like one of the more popular runs, I think, here. Big and wide. There's probably going to be a lot of people on that, like a highway. But if you get out early enough, I think you might get some good runs in real quick if you're just lapping Chair 4. So, yeah, I think that would probably be a good start to your day. If it were me, yeah, I'd take up Gandhi 1, go to Ramshorn, do a couple laps on 4, maybe end on Swingsville, and then, head back down for the day for some après.
Totally. Swingsville's nice because it gets so much sun. So even towards the end of the day, if you're cold and you're wanting to ski and find that sun, it's going to have that sun, which is so nice. So it's nice to end with a Swingsville, and both of those should be groomed, which is really nice. I loved the groom run, so you can just kind of really carve, and if if possible, I love going fast on groomers, but you watch your speed, especially when we have one chair and everyone kind of skiing the same runs. It's probably time to slow down and just be cautious, because the last thing you want is to start your season with a collision.
Yeah, I have been there before. I think like 2 or 3 years ago, I was at Keystone and I was in and out of the trees on day one, which bonehead move on my part. And I jump into the run and a snowboarder smokes me. And I swear it was like a deep bone bruise in my butt. And it just hurt the whole season essentially. So I kind of learned my lesson the hard way, but I don't want anyone else to have to learn it that way. So just be careful out there. Always be looking back. The opening weekend is always a little bit scary in my opinion, because you're also getting your legs back. So you're not also on the top of your game. So yeah, just be careful out there, and yeah, try not to get get a big injury. It's a marathon, not a race. We got a long
Absolutely.
season ahead of us.
Absolutely. And if you are a beginner or you got a young one, it's Sunday, it's the weekend, so kids are out of school. The other option to ski on the mountain is going over to Lion's Head, taking that gondola up. And at the top, you're going to arrive to Eagle's Nest. So Eagle's Nest will be open for food as well. That's another main hub on the mountain. And Chair 15 is open. So that's going to be, not anything like Chair 4. Chair 4 is a 6-pack. It's high-speed chair. Chair 15 is a 2 or 3 person, and it's nice and slow. It's got, the baby bar. So it's a beginning terrain over there. So I would definitely suggest to go over there for that beginning terrain. And, we'll be excited to see the mountain open more and more.
Yeah, and Meredith, I don't know if you know this, so I'm putting you on the spot, but you can go up in Lion's Head on Eagle Gondola, and can you make your way over to Chair 4 or the top of Chair 1 uh, through the catwalk?
Typically, yes, but
Okay.
not right now. So it's not open. So if I was in Lion's Head over there, typically you could ski down to Chair 2 and then take Chair 2 up and then ski down to the bottom of 4 or 3. So
That's
typically,
right.
yes, but this time you'll have to download and then walk over, hop on a bus to Vail Village, and then take it up. That was similar for biking too. In the summer, you could, bike haul up both gondolas and bike in between villages. But yeah,
Yeah.
you're going to have to download now.
Okay. So what you're telling me is you can't connect to Vail Village if you're going up in Lion's Head, so just be careful or be aware of that, and make sure you're in the right village. Because sometimes people get confused. I've had plenty of people here not even realize Lion's Head Village is a village in Vail. So everybody just thinks of Vail Village, but yeah, there's also Lion's Head, obviously. So
Yeah, exactly. At least we're not over in Europe where you could end up in a different village and you're in a whole different country.
yeah, we don't have that here,
No, but it is a
but we
massive mountain for sure.
yeah, it's big, and we are making snow down here. I don't know if you guys can see
I can
this.
hear it. Let's see it full screen.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna get closer, but I was like, I don't know if they'll be able to hear me, and I'm much more important to listen to than the snowmaker,
That's
right?
right. That's right. So is anyone in line for Gandhi 1 yet?
Not a single person. Isn't that
It's a
crazy?
ghost town. Whoa.
What the heck?
This
Hey, all these
time
people, I'm
yesterday.
so yeah.
This time
All these people
yesterday
talk
we
about,
had.
hey, I'm so excited. It's opening weekend. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna be there all day. Hey, where is everybody? Hey, come
Where's
on, people.
everyone? Because the last 2 mornings we've had lines. Like even yesterday, I was out in the fields and we had a decent amount of people at this time. But
Yeah.
once the mountain opens a bit more, the chairlifts will start at 8:30. But right now they open at 9 o'clock. So that is good information as you plan your day. So
Yeah.
we still have about 40 minutes for that chair. So people will, I'm sure, will start wandering in. On opening day, we had a group of people that really chased that first chair on many different mountains for years, and they camped out the night before, which is just admirable. But yeah,
That's insane.
so this is actually, for everyone who's watching, this is chair 4. So I'm guessing that this was actually filmed yesterday, Leah. Is that right? This was opening day. Okay, so this kind of gives you an idea. Obviously, you're going to see a little bit of a line because it's only, it's only one chair. So everyone's got to be there. But everyone, I'm sure, was in high spirits. And look, it looks like the middle of January. I mean, it's full on winter up there.
Yeah. Why aren't all the runs open up there? Look, that looks pristine up there.
I know. I'm so excited to go
But-
up there.
But I give credit to the people that were out here camping and making food, they bring their camp chair and their little cooktop stoves and make some breakfast in line. I think you get NAR points for that. For anybody that hasn't seen the movie NAR, you can get NAR points for sitting in line, making your breakfast, and then going up the chair. But that means you're skiing with a camp stove all day. I don't know how you do that, but hey, some people are crazy.
They are. And I was saying this earlier. I think they even made a movie or like a documentary about these people who chased the first chair. Have you heard of this?
Oh, no, I have not.
Yeah.
Specifically about people that chase the first chair?
Yeah, it's the people who got first chair. I know there's Cesar and a few other names, but there's a whole little documentary or film about these first chairs. I mean, it's like a sport at this point.
Well, we're going to have to find out the name of that because I would love to watch that.
I know, especially since some of them are locals here to Vail. The filmmaker might even be local too. So we'll find some more information about that, maybe even on this next commercial break. But stay with us. We have more Vail Valley Live coming at you, so don't leave.
Club One is a pivotal part of the Vail lifestyle, with spacious lockers to store all your gear in a ski-in, ski-out location. Club One is your mountain headquarters, stacked with club amenities and members-only perks. Club One, where the locals locker.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Vail Valley Live outerwear provided by Skea Limited.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Okay, so we were doing a little research on that commercial break and we found the information. So it's called The Battle for First Chair Opening Day Dream Pins. And this is on Amazon Prime Video. It's an hour-long film that was released in 2022 on the opening day of ski and snowboard season. In order to ride the first chair, you must have pin. Snowboarders battle skiers, snowboarding robots, aliens, creatures. Okay, this is very interesting. And the director is known by Trailer Tom. And I do believe that he is local. And I think that we should watch the trailer. I mean, it won't play. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, maybe your chance to go look up some information. It's on Prime Video, and you can rent it for $2. And we love supporting independent filmmakers. Both Dom and I are independent filmmakers. So shout out to that whole production team. And, this whole weekend was about celebrating opening weekend. So we're excited about that. Let's bring Dom back in. And also, I think I should check the chat and see if you're watching. You can watch the show either on Facebook, YouTube, or we do play locally on Comcast Channel 17 on Outside TV.
So, hey, Meredith, we got the sun finally peeking out over here.
I finally can see the blue skies. I was wondering if it was gray out.
I'm finally starting to warm up.
Yes.
It feels really good now with the sun on me, so that makes quite the difference. We're starting to have people show up in line. Since we cut, I think there's like 30 people over here in line now. So the chaos is ensuing right now as we speak.
Right. I love to hear it. I mean, that's the lucky thing. We are out there in the elements even before the chairlift opens. So it's inspiring to see everyone start to come into the mountain and gear up and get ready. And like we said, today is the day to wear the layers. So brief the viewers, like if they're getting ready for their ski day, what would you suggest to kind of wear?
Yeah, so I don't know if you can hear me. It's pretty loud. Ski Patrol is wheeling and dealing all their body boards that they take people down in. But I would say what I do is I have a long sleeve wool on both my upper body, lower body. And then I usually that's good enough for my lower body, put my snow pants on after that. But then upper body, I put another, usually like a fleece or like a thin down type jacket with no hood. Just so I can get my ski jacket on after that. That's a little bit more wind resistant. So I go 3 layers on top, 2 on bottom. And then obviously just 1 layer of socks for me, but some people like 2 or a thicker layer. How about you? What's your play?
Yeah, definitely using the smart wool socks. Having that actual ski sock is going to be better than like a thick sock. And I'm a huge fan of the neck gaiter. So there's thin ones like balaclavas, but today I would go for like that fleece one where you can just really hide in, because if my neck or face gets cold, I feel like my whole body is cold. Yeah, look at that. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I need every part of my body covered. Otherwise, there's that little chance I might get too cold on the chair. That's usually the only spot you get cold on the mountain is on the chairlift. So that's what you need to prepare for. Not going downhill. You'll be sweating a little bit, moving the legs and stuff. So I always say, just think about when you're on that chairlift and wind's blowing. And I don't know if you saw the clip last year, but there was somebody that was stuck on a chairlift, and the snow machine maker was broke, and it was blasting straight up at them, and they were just sitting there. The chairlift was not moving, and I was like, okay, always just prepare for that situation, and I think you're good.
That is a good reminder. You do just want to prepare for the worst. Like you said, also to bring a backpack maybe, and if it is a warm day, you can throw some layers in it. but it's all about preparation here. You can't just show up to the beach and lounge out. You got to think ahead, make sure that you're prepared. And I wanted to mention we have some chat. So Jerry Strickland chimed in and he said Tom Trailer made the movie Pin Pin, so that's awesome. He lives in Breck, and then Cesar and Nate Nadler are the ones that are always there. So thank you for the information, Jerry. I love that. And also Trisha Swenson chimed in. She said I skied yesterday afternoon and there wasn't a very long line at all on Chair 4. So that's also great information.
That's great info, Trish. Thank you for that. Yeah. I will be letting you know how today is. I don't know if you're planning on getting out there, but I definitely am. I think I'm going to go around 10. I'm going to let it warm up just a little bit more, get the juices flowing, and then get out there for maybe a couple hours.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many times you can loop the same runs, but it's awesome to hear you're going to go out and get your legs under you, and then always time for après. I mean, après ski means after skiing. So it's so fun. Like, it's one of my favorite times to après in the village with the friends. Maybe you even meet up with friends you don't even ski with, and you can kind of share stories about the day and what was your favorite runs. I'm curious, what are your favorite spots to après at?
Ooh, that is a great question. I mean, we just talked about Two Arrows. That's a really good spot. And Fall Line, like you said. I would say Red Lion usually has live music, and it's a little bit more old school. I don't know how long they've been around, but probably since Vail opened, right? That's one of my go-to spots, I'd say. But here's a better question: what's your go-to après drink?
Margarita, all day, every day.
Margarita. Don't tell any of my friends this, any of my hockey guys, but I'm more of a sparkling rosé guy myself. So, but
hear that?
Yeah, I'm telling this on live air so everybody can see it. But yeah, let's hope some people don't get a hold of this.
I love that. And a little Prosecco is always good for the après vibe. Or maybe you're freezing. The hot toddy could be good. The hot chocolate. And you can always, stop in. If you're kind of cold, you can stop in, do, the hot cocoa break. There's 4 different spots on the mountain that are open to get a little snack or drinks. So we're going to have actually right around the corner from you at Mountain Plaza, they have a little like après bar that you can stop into. And then at the top of 4, Buffalo's is going to be open. So if you get to the top of the chair and your fingers are freezing, pop into there. That's a good spot and got some great views. And then if you're over in Lion's Head, Eagle's Nest is open. And then there is one more that I'm trying to remember. I know Trisha Swenson would know. I think it's like the, I will look it up. But there are different spots that are open. And then obviously in the village, there's a ton of spots. Los Amigos is right there. That's a really good spot for Mark. And nachos.
Yep. And over in Lions Head, I think Garfinkel's is a pretty good spot. You get to watch people in the lift lines and hang out by the mountain. They got probably one of the best decks, I would say, in any of the villages. So, but my favorite, you mentioned it, Buffalo is on top of Chair 4. That is one of the best spots to go grab a drink and sit outside with your friends, and just today would be a great day to do it because the sun's going to be beaming on you.
Oh yeah. And it just, it's an escape. Anytime you get up on the mountain, it's an escape from your regular life and even from the valley. You're up on the mountain, you're in the elements, you're around the blue skies, the white snow, the smiling faces. So I always love dining on the mountain.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't beat it. You can't beat it.
You can also attach your credit card to your ski pass, and then, you kind of just resort charge it, which is always a fun thing. I grew up resort charging my ski pass. Guilty.
Hey, charge it to mom and dad.
Exactly. Hey, Mom, can I have your credit card? I just need to do some resort charge. Just like the good old days.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of charging stuff to the game, I heard today's the last day for Nordic ski swap at the Vail
Yes,
Nordic Center. So wanted to mention that
absolutely.
because that's something that I want to get into this year. I want to do some cross country skiing. Not only that, but I want to do. Have you heard of ski joring? Um, I know that a lot of people see the horse riding and then the skiers behind them, but I'm talking about with dogs. Like you can get a couple dogs out there, put them on a leash, put a little harness on, and ski with your dog. So just another option for all of you dog owners out there. Get your dog running and outside, and it's a fun little activity.
Definitely. Another other gear you can find there too is like skins too. So that's something I'm kind of interested. My boyfriend does a lot of that. It's it's called touring. So it's where they actually like earn their run and they it's
Earn
kind of
your
like
turn.
earn your turns exactly. And it's similar to cross country skiing where you're kind of in that like gliding motion, and the skin is something that attaches to your skis, or you can get a split board where your snowboard comes apart and you put these skins on that gives it the friction where you can actually stay on the mountain and not like just literally glide backwards down the hill, and then you take it off at the top, roll it up, and ski down. So that is also pretty cool, and you can find that kind of equipment at this Nordic sale. You're not going to find like alpine skis or snowboards there, but it's a great time, and all of the benefits do go towards the Ski and Snowboard Club Vail. So all for the young kids who are training, maybe even to be professionals. It's a really good cause.
Yeah, those kids that are training over there, they're nar. I do not know how they do it. I wish I had the life they had as a kid. So, um, pretty jealous of those kids.
Yeah, I had a lot of friends that were in ski and snowboard club. And we even have a public high school here that those kids ski or snowboard and train from like opening of the mountain to noon, and then they go to school from 1 to 6. And it's a completely public high school.
It's insane. And correct me if I'm wrong, but these kids they're going to like Norway on the weekend or Finland or overseas to like these ski competitions all winter. And I'm like, oh, that would be so cool. And then I'm like, well, wait a second. These parents are are they getting like free excuse to go to Europe and just hang out and watch their kids ski? Pretty nice, if you ask me.
Yeah, whether it's Europe or just, in our beautiful country, going to California or up, up in the East in Vermont, they do get out there and they compete on the weekends, ski every single day, go to school. I mean, big shout out. My brother was one of them. He went to middle school and high school at the ski academy. So pretty cool stuff here in Vail. We really live in this like gorgeous bubble. And like we said, we have one of the most beautiful mountains. So we're actually going to roll a tape. We had a ski day with Skea and we went all around Vail. And so this will kind of give you an idea of a little bit more of what that mountain looks like.
Born and based in Colorado, Skea is designed for women who ski by women who ski. As ski instructors, professional skiers, and U.S. ski team members, we know what works and why. Since 1972, our passion for fashion, the mountains, and an active lifestyle have been evident in every thread of the Skea line. Beautifully crafted, stylish performance wear for on slope and off. Share our passion for the mountains, wear Skea. Skea is committed to providing you with extraordinary style and luxury without sacrificing function and purpose. We use the highest quality fabrics and a vibrant color palette each season. Our designs are classic yet contemporary. Skea gives you the versatility you need for your active lifestyle. Our styles and fabrics maintain the exceptional look, quality, and comfort that have established Skea as a luxury brand that actually works. Unique in a world of sameness, Skea is set apart for the woman who knows what she wants and how she wants to feel. Family owned and operated, Skea is truly the product of a family passion for skiing and for the mountain lifestyle. Founders, the Boyers, grew up in France and Canada and love skiing. Jocelyn Boyer was the first to wear a one-piece suit at Stratton Mountain, Vermont in the late 1960s. In 1972, Skea was born as a combination of the words ski and sea, hence Skea, showcasing both summer and winter collections. Diane Boyer took over the family business in 1995. Residing in Vail, she embodies the Skea woman, confident and ahead of the curve. A passionate skier and outdoor enthusiast, Diane knows what her customers need to look great while doing what they love in all weather conditions. As the first female chairperson of Snow Sports Industries America and Colorado Snow Sports Museum Board of Directors, Diane gives back to the ski industry by forwarding snow sports as a lifestyle choice. She encourages everyone to enjoy the physical and mental benefits of being on snow. If health and wellness are the new wealth, then we who enjoy skiing must be the wealthiest and luckiest people in the world. Follow your passion to your dreams. Skea.
That was such a fun day skiing with Skea, with the owner. Even Diane Boyer took out and modeled some of her clothes and did some skiing. So check out Skea if you are in the market for a new jacket, new pants. They have a whole new line out for this winter, so look them up, ladies. We love Skea. We're about to wrap this show up. We're going to bring Dom back in and just chat about a few other things. Also going on right now is Restaurant Week. We mentioned it a little bit, but let's bring Dom in and talk about Restaurant Week. I mean, it's such a good time of year.
Yeah, I have not tried a lot of those restaurants on the list, and so it's my time to try. One of the big ones I was looking at was Elway's. I hear everybody talking about going to get a steak at Elway's and how nice it is. I think you can get a full-on meal there for like $20, which is a steal in my opinion. Anything totally. $20 for dinner.
Right? And normally it comes like with a drink. It's kind of like a lot of the trends are like a burger and a drink, or like an entree and a drink. Sometimes you could even have a 3-course for like an additional $8. But yeah, the theme is around $20.22, and restaurants in both Vail and Beaver Creek Village are participating. Not every single one, but there are a ton of different specials going on. So if you do visit diningataltitude.com, you'll get to really look at this. Stoke and Rye has, a small plate and a glass of wine. Los Amigos, Blue Moose, Deca Bowl, El Segundo, Yoshimi Pop-Up, which actually is here. So you can get a roll and a draft beer for $20. Gesner also is having a special. That's another restaurant here at the Grand Hyatt Vail. I heard Trisha went there last night, so she'll have to spill the beans on how that special was. Bully Ranch, Garf's. We mentioned Garf's. So this is the time to check out that restaurant you haven't been to and just get that locals discount.
Yeah, definitely get out there. A couple ones that I heard you mention were, oh shoot, I'm already blanking on it, but Yoshimi's Pop-Up, I need to go check that one out too. You said Trisha went there the other day?
She went to Gesner, which is just around the corner, but we did one dinner at Yoshimi and it was so good. I mean, sushi at a discount, that's heaven.
Yeah. What about Matsuhisu? Are they on the list? Because that place has unbelievable sushi.
I know. They normally definitely do participate in Restaurant Week. I've gone and got one of their bento boxes, so you can kind of try a few different things. I don't know. I haven't seen their name on the list, but my friend who works with Town of Vail, she's like, oh, I got a reservation at Matsu for Restaurant Week. So maybe they are having something, but that is definitely whenever they're having a special, because it's pretty pricey there.
Yeah, they're probably one of the more expensive choices, but they deliver. They have great staff there and great food and great drinks. So, and one of the probably the best view in all of Vail, as far as like those big windows, and you're just looking out at the mountain from the heart of the village. So tough to beat.
Definitely. Right where you started the show, and now we're ending the show. But yeah, you have plenty of time still for the Restaurant Week. We're just 2 days into it. It goes all the way until the 23rd. Before it's Thanksgiving talk, and we'll be sharing recipes and seeing how everyone celebrates their Thanksgiving. But as we're wrapping up the show, the sun is rising. We're seeing the blue skies behind you, and we're starting to see people actually get in line and get ready. How does it look, the line at the gondola?
Yeah, it is coming together. I would say either get here soon or wait for this line to die down a little bit, or just head over to Lion's Head. Either or is going to work. But yeah, it is. We are officially underway here in the village.
It's going to be a beautiful day out there. Classic Colorado Bluebird Day. So get out there, enjoy it. We wish the best of luck to your girlfriend as she braves and, gets even better. Like you said, you can always say you're going to be better, baby. Like every day on the mountain, you improve. So no fear. It's all about having fun with your friends and getting out there. So thanks for everyone who tuned in to our show on this Sunday. And hey, Dom, congrats on your debut on Vail Valley Live.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate being here and excited to, come along the way with you this whole season.
Awesome. Well, we'll be back here tomorrow, bright at 7:30 a.m. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great Sunday.